Alright, let's see if all of this works. I switched to a new streaming software and I'm not entirely sure if everything's gonna be working alright, but it looks okay for now. Right. We're still a bit preoccupied with the new software. I'll do my best. Right. Long story short, welcome to the new stream. First month that I'm going to be streaming the entire month, starting now on RunItOnce.eu, the new poker site by Phil Gelfand. Playing PLO 10. And let's get started with the most important thing about the stream, i.e. getting into action. Alright, so I hope everything should work. That looks good so far. If the mic muting work. Yeah, looks good. Right, so gonna fold. Yeah, gonna fold this out of position. I don't know. I'm here where endless meets the end. Ooh, this however I am gonna call. Almost tempted to raise, but make the 5 a 6 and I'm raising. Blocking top 2. Blocker to the straight, backdoor flush. Might have been a fine lead actually. Without a diamond, I'll just call and make the full house on a turn. Sounds good to me. Let's get into business. Decided to call here, seeing if I can turn 2 pair basically. Now I'm done with the hand. He's in a tank, he's calling. This 8 maybe you can find a call now with a straight. Hopefully not a better full house. This wasn't 9. Welcome back in the channel. How did your stream go? And we took it down there, that's a nice start to the session. He had a 7 as well. And you know, more power to us. Ooh, calling here is probably not horrible, I'm not sure if I like it though. Let the flop decide. Interesting one down here where the small blind raised, I believe. Didn't quite notice that the big blind was in there as well. First here I'm gonna start out by checking. Okay, that's that. 2, I'm gonna let this one go, even though I have 2 pair, top pair. It's gonna be tough to make 2 pair, and if I do, there's gonna be a Broadway on board, I don't have a backdoor. It is a rainbow board, but still. And let's see. Ace King, so he had King 4, yeah, and you know, that would have been tough to beat. What did the other dude have, though? What did Ivan have? Ivan, now what you show up with? Queen 10 10 9. Sing a pseudo diamonds to the queen, so he had a queen and a gutter, that's interesting. Give him a shirt. Willing to part with chips, although we knew this on the first hand. But I mean, if he if he turns the trips as well, it's tough for him to get away. So I'm not gonna say anything mean about it, because I shouldn't. It wasn't a nice spot for him. Closing the action here. I think it's close actually. I'm not sure if it needs to be a call. Drop an open-ender, blocking some stuff. So yeah, I moved to a new streaming software. Let me know, please do let me know about the levels, the volume levels. Like, is the mic too loud? Is the music too loud? I'm not really sure. With just the open-ender, even on an rainbow board, I'm gonna drop it. I'm not even sure about the pre-flop call, to be honest. I think closing the action is not horrible. Yeah, I think it's alright. Okay, gonna call here. I'm definitely gonna get raised here. First aces of the session. Neato. Here I get raised. How much extras in here? Again, I'm have to let it go. Look it down with the aces pre. Interesting board up here. What's the best? This is another tough one. I hate myself for being so nitty, but I think I have to let it go again, right? Pretty much the same reasons as earlier. Not blocking the hearts. I have a backdoor this time though, but I'm gonna let it go. Here I was able to call because 2 peeps were in there, and I'm still definitely getting the odds for that. I turn 2 pair, still have the nut flush draw, top pair, and the bottom pair. Again, I have to fold it on blocking straights. Yep, I think that's fine. I'm gonna call once for this bet sizing. Make 2 paired and not flush draw. Not blocking the straight, but I mean there's just 1 straight there. I'm gonna lead out. Not gonna be happy if he comes over the top. But in that case I'll probably have to go with it. Yeah, how's that for a great card? Is the button? You can have all sorts of things then. Would have preferred you to fold, Jermaine. He checks, and that's good news. You're still up behind for fairly often, but still, it's for your top set, huh? Fair enough, fair enough. Good for you, sir. Let me check, but the delay should be on, right? That would be something. Stream output. Stream delay, yeah. Phew. The new software, I can't pop out the chat, at least I don't think I can. Actually, let me Google that. What's that? Streamlabs, huh? The autofocus! Folds! Thank you, I forgot about the autofocus. Thanks! That's usually something I have to do every time I start a computer up. And also welcome back to the stream, folds. Yeah, thanks for that. Ooh, ace ace. 8, jack, double suited. How nice is that? So no hearts, having 2 gutters basically and blocking the Broadway a little bit. He's deep, huh? I'm actually half tempted to just check there. Okay, let me check that. Yeah, now it should work. And he raises us right away, huh? And now we make a straight, and I'm not sure how helpful this is gonna be. This is gonna be ugly. I should have checked. Would have had a much smaller pot size at this point. I can't let it go. Woo! Woo! Please bet against good sir. Just gonna pot it. Wait a while. I think I got extremely lucky here. Nice fold by him if he had the straight. Very nice. Oof, I got this. Not sure if I deserved that. With my flop bet, I mean. Don't think that was the way to go. This is an interesting one, sort of. I'm actually gonna raise this. Because I have the gutter, I have the flush draw, I have no pair, so better take it down right now. Nice, and it worked. Pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. Pop-out chat, right? I was gonna check for the pop-out chat. Settings on chat box pop-out, huh? Fair enough. Pop-out, there, didn't see that. Yeah, it was helpfully named Pop-out. Duh. Well, okay, I thought the Streamlabs did that all by itself. The browser pop-out I can do myself. Well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to you, and I'll fix it presently. So he checked the green shirt, huh? Let's do more checking. Bottom pair, open-ender now. This has gotten ugly. I'd love to be in there, but double suited, you know, I'm in there. Okay, here we have to fold. Oof, would have been a board, but it was a good fold. It was a good fold, all in all. I mean, it's not the greatest hand in a suited play motive. Doesn't matter that we would have flopped the world and turned it. I just think it's horrible calling there, to be honest, with this hand, but I just didn't want to. Because I don't think it's great either. Tough. With the 9, which is sort of helpful. Got a nice hand on table 3 coming up. Queen, 8-9, double suited. Very nice looking hand. I decided to bet here now if he checks to us twice. Keep you updated. Right, the chat. Took it down with a bet on the king high board. It's pretty neat. See what happens down here. Take it down pre, which is all sorts of awesome. Here, I think this might be a little bit thin, but I sort of want to. Basically, was my entire reasoning here. So double gutter, flush draws, straight blockers. Let's see how he likes this board. Okay, let's call it once. This is a pretty sweet one, having the blocker here. Or all the blockers, I should say. Also, top and bottom pair helps. Damn it! My phone, excuse me.
hear the rain, and it sings to me the ballad of your name. I'm listening, and the voices echo in my dreams again. Another day, let the tides come into, fade you into gray.
Right, excuse me. I prefer not to do that. So down here, let's check those twice. I don't want to get raised off it. With awareness, and I could have just bet the flop and kept betting. That would have been a nice way to go about it as well. Right. Thank you all for joining the stream once more. That's very nice of you. I switched the streaming software, so please, and a different music provider as well now. Which I'm gonna, next up I'm gonna have like a playlist and a song request type of thing set up as well. Later today probably. But please do let me know about the volume levels. Like, is the music too loud? I didn't really spend too much time testing it. Probably should have. So please, let me know. Okay. Pop out the chat here, because that's going to be much easier for me. Right, perfect. That is that. Anything going on? Not too much. Nothing going on down here in table 4 either. And that's all good. Alrighty. Full attention back on poker and on the stream. And it's not a bad start. I mean, we had to fold some bunch of hands in the beginning. After getting in there pre-flop and sometimes even on the flop. Hang on. A little bit too low. Calling is fine though. Of course. So I'm still a little bit hyped after how the last month ended. The huge splashes of course helped a lot. And you know, what can I say? The month ended including the deposit bonus at 66 buy-ins in profit, which is insane. It is insane to me. This is not a bad board, or not? Well, it might be. We'll find out. Interesting down here as well, having sort of a wrap, some blockers, backdoors. Raise might sometimes be fun, actually. Okay, here I get put all in. I'll tell you what happens. Here's the 8. Can we draw out? Yes, we can draw out! Ah, man, we have that power. No, that was lucky. Did he have the full house? Like, very, like, proper lucky? And you see, this pot, like, right there is probably how I got the 66 buy-ins. Getting lucky all over again. Did 8-9-5 deuce? No, he didn't have a full house. Okay, at least he was spared that fate. So here, first of all, I'm gonna call it. This one is sucks. I'm gonna have to let it go. This was a nice big pot I'm not gonna be able to do anything about at this point. Here I'm gonna c-bet, and here having raised, which might have been ill-advised. He's deep as well, no? Down here now I have to fold, unfortunately. That's 115 or 6, so it's gonna be 730, 8, 30. Oh man, on the rainbow board I think damage control is the way to go here. Got a little bit too frisky in a few spots here just now. Blind versus blind, let's see what comes of it. Flopping top trips is a good start. Having a pair in our hands is always kind of a downer in these spots. Makes it so much harder to make a... Actually, I'm just gonna check it. To make a full house. Right, mic is unmuted, yeah. Ooh, making quads is kind of neat. And he folds. Yeah, tough to get more money. So the big splashes keep on happening here. I mean, I almost sort of want to raise him. Nah, very deep, very deep. Well, I am deep and there's deep dudes behind me. Even the call is very questionable. Here, gutter, backdoor flush. Okay, if you bet, my friend, then it's all yours. Very, very unfortunate. Let's see what they have. There's one ace-4 in there, right? No, wait, what? What the deuce? With an overpair of sixes? I guess there were sort of like blockers, but who's Russell? And where has he been all my life? Jesus Christ, Russell. What is up, man? Let's play. Yeah, I'm not folding against Russell on this board like ever. I mean, nah, I can't. Can I fold against Russell? I don't think I can fold against Russell. Ah, this is gonna be so ugly if he keeps betting. Let's bet really small. This time I don't want to induce. I just want to look... I don't even know what I was trying to accomplish there. But man, Russell... What? I can't get over that spot. Jesus Christ. Interesting one down here. I think I want to continue betting. Because I have more aces in my range than he does. Nope. Nope. Okay, let's see. Am I down a little bit? I might be. All the bet folding. Nope. Up the better part of one buy-in. Good start. And did you see the news? They added new stakes and they forgot about us. They forgot about me. Like 2 new no-limit stakes. No, PLO 20. I'm not taking it personal yet, but I was not amused. I guess they know what they're doing. They have the metrics. They will know when the time has come to open PLO 20. And yeah, things are happening. Down here, there's not much to do but check fold. I don't know, don't see any bluffing opportunity here. Raising to here. Blind versus blind with an ace. Betting seems okay. So there's two straights, one of which we block, otherwise we have top two. And I'll keep betting until he convinces me to do otherwise, I think. That sounds pretty convincing. Excuse me, I'm just checking something in our Discord. I'm trying to... I paid for Monster Cat music, which is way better than has better quality music than the Pretzel app I was using before. And which is also why I switched to different streaming software, to a different version. And because they have an app for that music provider, I can't get it to work. Oh, I was in the wrong Discord. Okay, no, they haven't answered me yet. Fair enough. Nothing cooking on this board. This is one of the hands that looks so dirty to me as a previous short stacker, because you can't really call it, raise it at 30 big blinds. But I know that it's alright to do that at 100 BB. Much more so at 200 BB. So we get checked around like the whole way, and now with the straight that I'm blocking, I'm gonna bet it on the larger end. Flip a flush draw, and that's pretty much it. Russell is in the hand. Go Team Russell. See if we can take it down here. I'm gonna check on the King High board on table 2. Turn a gutter there when the jack rolls off on a turn. Yeah, dude, I have that straight. I don't have a flush, but I have the straight. Your two pair are no good. That's the message I'm trying to send out. With the gutter and the nut flush, having two spades exactly, I'm gonna call. Not blocking my own outs too much. He calls, and good for him. What did he call with? Like a two-pair type of deal, right? Right, so nothing to do but fold. Jack 9, huh? Okay, let's put him in the shirt like don't bluff. At least don't bluff too often. You're never not gonna bluff him. Alright, so since no one is saying anything, I'm assuming the music is not too loud. If it is, please do tell me. I usually fold this. Let's call it one time. It's an interesting turn of events, all in all. The 7, I'm gonna bet it. I'm gonna lose. Yeah, let's. How good are we running? And how good are we running here? Wow. So. If we make a flush, which I intend to bet here, of course we have what we have, which I intend to bet as well. To check if he... So I took it down on table 3, took it down on table 1. I'm not sure if I got called on table 1. If we get raised, then I'm not going to be able to get away from it. This dude did this earlier, where he raised in a very similar spot where we had... It was a very similar spot, I don't remember exactly what we had. Please don't get there. He does not! You do not, sir! That is not a hand you want to raise with there. Ooh, Shazam! Shazam! To the max. Divolik! Welcome back. Good day, things are starting well. They are starting well. Yeah, as I said before, let me know if the music is too loud and the mic is too low. Switching to software might have messed some stuff up. Ooh, talking about this, things started well. Get the Ace 10-3 under the gun at 100 BB. Good stuff's happening. Checking is also an option here, all in all, I think. I'm catching myself taking the more aggressive route currently, most of the time. We'll switch it up at some point in the opposite direction as well. Yeah, I'm gonna go for it again, like bet fold at this point, of course. Yeah, nice. But just checking opens up a very nice bluffing spot for him. Bet check behind on the river. Can bluff pretty profitably, I believe. Telling you what, I'm definitely liking the different music provider. This is much better than the Pretzel. Had some Pretzel music app, had some good stuff. But this is much better. Passive, huh? Let's raise fold this, I think is not horrible. I don't think it's mandatory. Call is fine too. He calls, and that's not bad news at all. We flop a gutter on a board where we block a lot of the straight draws. Gonna bet on the larger end. Of course, bet fold. Nice. Very nice. The backdoor flush the blockers might come in handy. If like if a straight run out rolls off. Get aces on table 2. I'll let you know what happens there. Yeah, just check behind actually. This is a very nice card all in all. You now beat all the other kings. Yeah, calling you for sure, man. If you have it, you have it. That's fair. That's more than fair. Oh, I think they lost all in on table 4. Ibolika. He's raising small. He woke up. Shit. It's just there. I'm never getting tired of this. This is a very nice turn here, all in all. Actually, could have bet the flop as well in position there. Never hurts to be cautious. I mean, really? I'm calling because I don't believe him and because I vaguely remember that he was weird. Also, if he bets again, then I just threw that money out of the window because I'm gonna have a tough time calling now. So curious to know what he has. I don't know, man. I don't know. We might have gotten bamboozled there. In for a penny, in for a pound, but I mean... Think about this for a second. Blocking any straights. Let's just let it go. It's heads up and the flush draw is not a bad thing. And heads up! Wow! How is that for a hand, ladies and gentlemen? Just flopping the straight flush. Doubt we'll win a big pot here, but felt good. Yeah, I thought he was hoping he would consider a raise there. Actually, that would have been the perfect min betting spot. We're trying to, master the min betting strategy and the min raising strategy. But I'll save that for Fun Play Sunday. I'll dominate the Fun Play Sunday with the min raising. This is much better music. Dig it. All in all. Getting the Queen Queen 9-8 on the button, taking it down before the flop on table 2. All sorts of nice. And we are chipping up for now. By the way, I've been told yesterday that there were some syncing issues, like audio and video was slightly off sync. Did any of you notice that? A friend of mine told me earlier that he tuned in and might have been on his end. Like I had that sometimes when watching streamers myself, that I have this issue that's gone as soon as I hit refresh. Okay. Okay. So, this might get expensive for us, because we definitely can't fold. First of all, here we're gonna re-raise the under the gun razor with ace ace deuce 4 triple suited on the button. Here, this one we have to watch. I think this one I'm gonna play close to the chest. Be careful. Very nice hit. Very nice looking hand down here. Jack 10 to 9 double suited. Took it down with the aces pre, by the way. That 5. I mean, that 5 isn't that scary, considering his pre-flop 3-bet. Just seen board down here, which I'm gonna check first to act. And I'm gonna bet it, and I'm gonna bet it on the bigger end. Betting no hearts. He bets an call. Not a bad card either. This is a bad card, however. And I have no choice but to check fold. Yeah. He checks and we're good. Like always here, if he checks, right? Yeah. See what he re-raised with, though. Interesting to see. On table 3, I'm gonna have to fold. So he re-raised the ace 10 jack 7 clubs and diamonds, fair enough. Can't argue with any of that. But I like the way I played it all in all. Out of position, not bloating the pot seemed to be the way to go there. This is a pretty nice... We're deep against him as well, so we might be able to use our ace of diamonds should a diamond come off. So that's why I'm gonna make a big bet too, so I can do a big river bluff if I need to. Also we have the gutter, we have the top and bottom pair right now, which I think is probably good. At this point we take it down and good news. This is shaping up to be a good start to the new month, which will be the first month where I'm gonna stream the whole month. And then once the last one started, you know, a little bit after, I don't know when they opened, the 10th, 12th, something like that, 14th. I don't know, the music might be a bit too loud. Or maybe not. Hard to tell in the tool. Should have run some tests actually. Oh well. I'm sure you will let me know if you can't hear my wonderful soothing sound of my voice. I made myself laugh there. Get raised here, and that is fine. Just gonna let it go. One of the button with the 4 in there. I'll let it go. Let's not get too fancy. One deep stack to our immediate left. How's the pool doing, by the way? 21 entries, PLO 10, 34 PLO 50, 6 PLO 200, nice. Good for us, good for RunItOnce. I'll let this one go as well. Not sure if this is a race heads up. No idea. The min racer. Okay. Not gonna try anything. See, this might be a fun spot coming up against the tight aggressive. Let's race this one. The King 9, 7-6, double suited. Sounds good to me. Keep, wow. Well, it's a hand I can call with. That is for sure. And I mean, we have all the backdoors, but against this bet size, I mean, good for you, my friend. Take it down with the aces. Kind of an interesting turn here. Just gonna check it through. Well, do you know what I think about it? I mean, it's done, but that would have been fun. Take it down anyway. After double suited queens on table 3, 2 off the button. Queen, queen, 10, 7. Let me check some. Ah, this was curious because I thought I kept hearing the same song. Explains it. Gonna check here. Yeah, right. Now it's on shuffle. Perfect. Did I just check that? What the deuce? What the hell am I doing? Okay, let's see if we can make up for it. He's, you know, if he sees this hand, he's gonna be all sorts of confused if he calls. That's me checking the turn there. Wow. Oof. Actually, I think the music is a bit too loud. Take it down a notch. Actually, I'll take it down a different way. Hang on. The photos. First position, the 6 in there isn't really that helpful. Try to have an unpaired hand here, like make the other 10 an 8, a 9. Different story. Music, right, the music. It's gonna take care of that. Raising here, blind versus blind, sounds good to me. Okay, let's see how this music volume is. Let me know if it's too low now. He bets and I'm just gonna pitch it. Interesting one. Kinda curious if I can have a raise here. Against the deep stack out of position, let's not. Oof! Single suited ace, ace, queen, queen. What a nice looking hand on table 1. Under the gun too. Come on, Alberto. Oh, that was a crime. That was a crime out unfolding. You have to fold here on table 4, of course. Yep. Well, in position, I have the king as well. The deuce, of course, is totally iffy. Doesn't matter when we flop the world. On a rainbow board, holding the king, blocking Broadway, draws. That's good to me. Let's raise it right away. Interesting. Stuck with taking notes a little bit. Okay, stuff is happening. Ace is here, pretty crappy kings up here, but against a single raise versus Greg, who looks to be pretty aggressive. I think we can. Took it down with the aces pre-flop, which is another crime. But not one I'm lamenting. That is fine. Taking down the blinds suits me just okay. Still gonna check here. Now it's a question of if I want to call. This bet size, yeah. Can have the straight, like, pretty often. Yeah. He didn't have a flush on top, right? I don't think he did. That would be noteworthy in itself if he had. No. Yeah, I'm gonna let it go. I mean, now that he raises for sure, but even so, I probably still would have folded it. I think other people could play this and maybe play it profitably, but meh. The low cards. Maybe that was the problem. I just got an email that my subscription for Streamlabs for the music app is now active. Maybe that's why it didn't work before. Let this one be as well. I mean, I think as a raise fold, it's okay. This would have probably been the way to go there, now that I think about it. A little more. It's a decent compensation. Under the gun, ace, jack, jack 4. Suited to the ace. I'll take it. Upper gutter, a pair, backdoor flush. Actually, I'm gonna bet it. So all in all, he can have all sorts of hands here. There's the flush draw coming in. I'm still gonna bet it. Probably gonna still bet the river if he calls. I fold this here in the big blind. I'm gonna call. He checks again, no? Let's bet it then. Such a nice card, such a bad suit. Might be able to take it down though. Oh, he makes the full house in the end. Good for you. But he's angry that he checked. But we get to, maybe we get to win some money back here. We get in the ace, king 9 on the same table, very same table. Here I'll just check it through actually. I don't think he's gonna call with anything that I beat. I'll take it down on table 2 with the ace jack. It's gonna get ugly. I didn't keep an eye on the stack sizes here, to be honest. Also an interesting one down here, where we have a flop a straight. This one I'm gonna check, because now I have a Broadway gutter as well. Well, no, I'm not. Actually, I'm not. I'm gonna bet fold, hope he calls, and you know, if a bluff card comes, a card we can bluff with comes on the river, then I will. Yeah, I'm gonna. Ooh, or you know, just the nuts. That'll work too. A bit smaller here. Yeah, of course, bet now. If it got checked through on the flop, why middle straight? He shouldn't have a raise here. He can call, but he should never raise. Just because it's so likely be if he raises, then we have the same hand, and then we split it, and we're just gonna pay extra rake. I think he just let it go, right? He didn't call. Took it down on the straight board. Let me check that, but I think he... No, he called. With the 10-9. Nice. I think a bit bigger bet size. He just would have folded. That's sweet. Against him, I'm actually gonna call here, having 3 Broadway cards. I'll lead this one out. See if I can take it away. 'Cause I'm never winning this hand otherwise. I mean, I do have the gutter and backdoor flush, but still. Oof! Oof! Good for us! That made me happy for sure. You get raised, which is no big deal with this hand, especially since I'm in position. We have a gutter, and that is it for now. Also, well, it's gonna stay it because we're gonna have to fold me. I don't have any backdoors at all. To check something. What was it? Damn scatterbrain. Under the gun, triple suited. Not sure, it might be a raise, but I'm gonna fold it. Sleep better for it. Right, now I remember. I have to check my own schedule to see how long the stream is supposed to last, and I will improve the schedule fairly soon, and then try much better to stick to it as well, at least when it comes to the starting times. It's Friday till 8, huh? Fair enough. That's good to me. PLO! Chowser in the channel. Hey mate. Hope you can't talk anymore. I hope your day has gone well. The day on my end is certainly starting out alright. Check the tally. Up almost 2 buy-ins. In 1 hour. No hands right now we can do any damage with. That is fair. Splash pot up here, we can't do anything about it with this type of hand. The deuce in there completely kills it. What? What happened to this table? Did the pool suddenly drop? No, not really. Okay, so let's call. Calling him with kings, closing the action on table 1. I'll keep you updated. Flopping a gutter on table 1 and that's it. Come on, 4, eh? Wasn't to be. You know what, betting there on table 2 might have not been terrible. Not after having seen, not because I've seen his hand now, just because it got checked 2 times. Didn't really think of that. I have a funny feeling about this one. Why bet the pot now? If he has a crap... I'm gonna call this. Fortunate. Good bet sizing was throwing me off. Well done by him. I agree. It's my approach as well. I think being tighter at the micros is right. Cause a rake. Whew. Just gonna check call though. Take it down here. Yeah, people do call a lot in the micros. You're right, Trouser. It is a blessing. Yeah, and getting to the flop, dominating the opponent's ranges is the way to go. In higher limits as well, but it is my approach as well. I have a pretty decent raise folding range, is probably good as well, like pre-flop. Because you certainly can, even at the micros, you can take down, at least on Run It Once. I think on other sites I had a different experience. But then again, I was short stacking on other sites. People tend to call more, when in actuality they shouldn't. But we are taking down a lot of pots pre-flop. And so the raise folding range is, I think, very valuable. Hey Chowser, can you do me a favor? I switched streaming software today. I'm gonna integrate better, like a different music player, which I already have. And right now it's running through the browser. At the next break I'll see if I can use the Streamlabs app, and there's gonna be like song requests and playlist stuff and all that. Long story short, I switched the software. Can you tell me if the audio levels are okay? Is it music too loud, voice too low, something like that? Der Alte, 71. An evening Chowser Nutraisen. We'll try to catch your stream from time to time. Following Kipperi's stream, and it will be fun to watch yours too. Awesome, appreciate it. I did this multi-Twitch thing with Kipperi a couple of days ago where we set our delay to the same value, and he might have kept it. He might have, if he has his as at 180 seconds as well, which he might, then that's the way to go. And there's this, like, you have to ask Kipperi about it, or I can send you the link if you don't know. But you can watch 2 streams at the same browser page, if that's of interest to you. And whenever we're at the same tables, I mean... Long story short, thanks for dropping by again, and that sounds awesome. Thank you. Wait, am I at the right table? Yeah. Look it down here with the big bet on the turn. That's awesome. Some mediocre queens down here, but we are one of the button. I think that counts for a lot. But yeah, Chowser, also dig that you are going through your big hands and doing some, you know, review and analysis. And I have a tough time doing that right now because I can't download the hands yet. Once I do that, then I'll spend a day doing that this as well. Maybe on stream even. Might be a fun thing to do. Especially for me, since I've been getting good advice left and right from all of you guys. I was just checking what I folded, not if I would have hit. That never matters. I like my fold. So, heads up here for this hand, huh? Okay. Get the min raise. Did I min raise? Oh, I min raise. I didn't notice that. Wait, why can't I? Oh, that's why. Yeah, checks are weak, especially, well, not the first one necessarily, but the second one. Very often the third one, pretty much always. Okay, so a heads-up table here, I don't really fancy that. Alright, perfect. Thank you very much for the feedback. PLO, that's easily fixed. And I'll turn it up a little in the browser, and then I'll turn it down a little, because I think then it's going to be too loud, and then I'll turn it down a little in the software. See how this setting is. Okay, no, I don't want to play Heads Up Dude, sorry. Not my game. Yeah, sure. Okay, like, I hope I don't win a big pot here, because I'm gonna leave after the center. I don't want to tilt him. Yeah, Kippery did post that link, right? Ah, he had it on his Twitter, right? That was pretty fun. I'd love to do it again. The whole thing. It depends if you have a like smaller screen on a mobile device. It's probably not fun because you know gonna have a hard time making out the action. Basically here, and there's nothing like, well. There's so much extra money in there for so little, for such a small bet size. Let's hope Angelo doesn't raise. Okay. Getting the aces on table 4. Here there's not gonna be much I can do. That is fair. Actually, a check here would have been alright too. Also appreciate the feedback, saying, think your voice could be a tad higher, the music level is okay, especially with the choice of music. I dig that you like it. Because the one I had, the Pretzel app stuff I had earlier was very hit and miss. More miss than hit. The voice a little louder, huh? Okay. I turn it up to the max. Cool. Appreciate the feedback. Okay, here I appreciate turning trips, especially after this guy checked the flop. And turning the full house is also pretty nice. Getting the nut flush on another table is pretty sweet too. Here we get called and we are good. Like always, right? No? Oh. Can see that. So here I am gonna bet actually. I don't wanna check, see the board pair, and that happened to me way too often. Did you play at Unibet earlier? Remember, Nick, similar to yours? I think I have. Let me check. I've like bonus hoard the last year quite a lot, so I have to check that. Give me a second. I have to fold here on table 4. That's fair. Unibet. I know I was on a site that later, I think, switched to Unibet. Is Unibet even a network? Is that possible that they switch to Unibet? Maybe I'm talking nonsense here. Interesting up here. Check Uni. No, I don't think I have. I played on microgaming. Yeah, I played a lot on microgaming, basically. Although I went through a lot of nicknames there. I did use the name Nutraisin on 1 or 2 other sites before. Okay, I'm gonna call one, so for keeping a waiting dude. Checking now. Turning a gutter as well. Here I turn the nuts. It's big now. Take it down with the nuts on the other table. Yeah, yes, that's right. Woo. He's have ace king. Oh. Ooh, I'm at the other table opened. Almost missed it on the second screen. Let's put it on the proper screen. On table 4 it's nice that deep stack to our left. Oh. Okay, let's see, this is a tight aggressive, huh? Let's raise him. Pair, backdoor flush, the jack blocker. Two other straights. He bets it right away and I have to give it up. This got interesting. Like if they both check, I'm gonna go for it. Up. H2N. I actually have to look that acronym up. Chaucer. Oh, hand to note. Yeah. I've been using that actually. Not sure if it's. I think some sites recently banned it, and I did use it, but I never fiddled around with it. Hand to note, I mean, and in the sense that I didn't set up custom rules, and the default ones were didn't really do much for me. Ended up ignoring them like pretty much always. But if you put work onto hand to note, then so that's the. Now that I'm talking about something else, that's the automatic. Hang on, I think I'm talking about something else. Let me check that out. Yeah, I was talking about something else. Ignore what I just said. That's good music. My kind of jam. I don't know anything about hand to note. No, so it looks interesting, wow. Okay, well, some poker for a moment, hang on. Against no reads here, 3 broadways, I'm gonna call it in position against him, although thinking more about it if he raises. He's not gonna love this flop, like ever, I think. Really? Well, tell a lie. Yeah, I know nothing about the software. I'm bookmarking it right now. What did he have here? Ace 557. Jesus Christ, dude. You're getting here. You look cold. Let's put you in a shirt. Wow. Alter asking, what's your take on PLO games on RunItOnce? Are they soft? Unfortunately not available in Denmark. Sorry to hear it, man. Can that change at some point, or does Denmark have like a state monopoly on gambling like Sweden does? I have played obviously only PLO 10, and they're super soft, all in all, in my experience. And I've heard good things about the higher stakes up to PLO 100. Above them, I have no idea. And they don't really run that regularly just yet. But PLO 10 is pretty nice. As you just saw Elliot here on table 3. 3 betting before the flop with ace 556 or something, single suited. Actually, that was stupid in the sense that I should have bet bigger. Yeah, I mean, also part of that answer, der Alte, is that I used to be a short stacker for the last 14 months, and I switched over, like, completely. This is just much more fun. Also, of course, because of the streaming thing and all that, but I wouldn't have started streaming if I hadn't liked playing on the side. Interesting one here. The jack, of course, is not helpful. Still gonna call it. Does have the 9-10, huh? Good for you. The range research is pretty insane. I don't know about the HUD. It does look insane. I have to look into it later when I have a moment, when I have some downtime. That's very awesome. I mean, it's not that useful on, from the little I read, not that useful on RunItOnce, since you can't really build up a big database on anyone. But if you're on the table with a player where you think like, hey, this dude knows what he's doing, then it might be interesting for just studying purposes for, generally speaking, to improve your own game. Not necessarily to be able to exploit your opponent better, because you'll never know when he's going to be at the same table with you again. Get raised here, and I'm going to have to fold it. Let's watch. We fold. Doesn't matter. I was just curious if we were suited to the ace. Of course we would have flopped the world, but how often do you hit a flop that well with ace 9-9-7 off, suited to the 9? Wouldn't be a good call. I'm still curious what they show up with. Come on, call, Clay, call. Ah. Turns out we shall never know. Right, we're gonna play a tournament tonight. And for the foreseeable future as well. I still have the leftover bonus points on 2 microgaming sites that I need to use up. And they have a 1000 guaranteed €5 buy-in tournament every evening. And let's mix it in. Which also means that I'm gonna have to change my schedule on my channel. Because it starts at 7 and then I'll take my break before that. Okay, folding here seems good. Oh, regarding your earlier question, Chaucer, does range analysis work with PLO? I'm gonna have to sound ignorant there and have to answer that I'm not entirely sure what range analysis is. I have a vague idea, but I'm not sure if... I think I know what you mean, or I think I know what it is. I think as a raise fold it is barely okay. I see. In Denmark the different sites need licenses, which makes a lot of sites steer around the Danish market. Sorry to hear that. No, you can build about the pool, yeah. True, yeah. For full pot I'm gonna have to fold here. Not the opponent, yeah, that's true. Of course a very decent flop here, top 2 and he, wow, really. I'm gonna pot this. Like right away. I think that's a good move. So it's not a horrible move, I don't know if it's a good move. That king of course is not great, but I'm still gonna get it in here. Yeah, this board is getting worse and worse, huh? The king queen, oh man, the king queen, really. I would have preferred him to have a straight there. So he raised it, he bet out with a top pair, medium kicker. Interesting. Let's put him into a shirt for now, observe if he deserves it. Down here I have no chance of winning this hand, so I'll just bet. The king queen, wow. Jesus. So are the music levels okay now? Ooh, long time no see, my friends. The ace is making an appearance. In the form of ace-ace 4 deuce. And the cutoff single suited to the ace. Ooh, beautiful. Beautiful. I have a feeling like, not that much of a feeling based player, but I think we're gonna lose this one. Like the anti-jinx, I know, but I think he's about to get someone. Yeah, this SPR, it's a very stupid flop, but I have the backdoor flush. And there's nothing to do here but to get it in. I can't check fold, like ever here. And he gets there. Oh, we get there on the turn, wow, and then he got lucky versus open-ender. Well, I guess my feeling was correct. What did he show up with? I'm curious. Like, I didn't get the 8-8-5-4 double suited. You get in a shirt as well, my friend. Okay, here against him I have to fold. There'll be plenty of better spots coming up. Against blue shirt, huh? That is unfortunate. I didn't. Yeah, I'm gonna have to let this one go. Kibri uses poker juice a lot. I've not looked into that either, to be honest. As I said earlier, I should have done way more studying until up to now. But poker juice is on my radar as something to look into. And Chaucer, what do you mean? I've been googling for 30 minutes. I don't think it's there. Don't know, maybe you're talking about the range analysis in H2N? Can't quite make the connection, what you are googling for. Oh, what marking system do I use? That's actually, that's an excellent question, and I'll set up a bot command for that. So, the blue shirts are people that are way too aggressive with way too marginal hands. Purple shirts are for just flat-out maniacs, and green shirts are for people that call off with a lot, so loose players that are not aggressive. Yep, sounds good. Perfect. Thank you. And a +1. Oh, awesome. Thanks, guys. Yeah, and then I guess the yellow yellow and red shirts is for like people where I think that they know what they're doing quite well. Regulars, I guess. Yeah, that's the markings for now. I'll... good thing that you asked. I'm gonna write it down and put a bot command in for it. I'll do it in the break. Calling this is okay. Even though she's sleepy and all. Woo! This one I'm gonna check raise. There's a whole bunch of... These don't have kings. If she comes over the top, it's all sorts of ugly. I have to check it now. Still expect to be good here, a good amount of the time, not a large amount. We do take it down, nice. And I would assume she had aces there then? No? King Queen 9-3. Double suited with a 3 in there, that's not a 3-bet, my friend. So she might get a... maybe she just got impatient, but she's gonna get a shirt for now as well. Gets a blue shirt as well. Even though she's sleepy at the table. It's mighty strange. And here I also could have just called, I'm noticing. He's fairly deep. Maybe get lucky and he wants to come over the top. Now I'll go for some pot control and check it, I think. Just pretty big SPR. Ah, I see, that's what you were talking about. I don't think H2N's range research works for PLO. Okay. So more for Hold'em tool then. I'm not sure what the move is here, to be honest. Could see a bet, I could see a check call. I'm gonna go for the check. See what happens. If he bets, I don't think I can ever fold here. He could have a speed. Getting jacks or tens, most likely. I see one coming up here. Checking it once. Yeah, it doesn't get better. He checks, okay, then we're good. Nice. Now we can't bet. Now we have a straight. Nice system, saying. Bye for now. Thanks for dropping in, der Alter. And I hope you're having a nice day. Up in Denmark. And also saying, if you're a member of Poker Strategy, there's a video of Kippery going through the software. Neat. Neat. Check it out. And he called here, the blue shirt. That's interesting. What did he call with? It's 10-9 deuce, so he had 2 pair. Wow, the 10-9. Wow. Whew. That is an ambitious call, my friend. That is one ambitious call. This one I have to fold though, even though I am closing the action. The side cards are too disconnected for my taste. And of course the blue shirt sitting to our left. Yeah, that blue shirt has some chips, huh? Well, okay, he won the one all in. With the 8854. Oh man. What was I gonna do? I was gonna do something. Ah, it'll come back to me. Jesus. That scared me. PLO empty. has followed the channel, and thanks for dropping by, and it's very kind of you to follow. Appreciate it. And you have the honor of being my 200th follower. I appreciate that even more. It makes it a nice round number. Thanks, mate. Yeah, blind versus blind, this is more than fine. Get a fold, which is also more than fine. It's close, I'm gonna call it, then I'm gonna check up on it. If it is a call, I don't know. Well, of course it's always a call if you flop the middle set. Do I lead here? No, I don't think small blinds leads here much, if ever. Is what I have been hearing. It was small blind versus button, and I have triple suited jacks. Now, of course, I can't bet, which is a pity. And it is a fold, that hand, the small blind. Interesting. Very good to know. Gonna let it go. Not getting the odds to draw to a full house and all that jazz. If he has a speed, which a fair amount of times he does. If you're out of position, tough spot on the river, if you have to check and he can bet again and do so with a value hand, do so with a bluff. I think that's a cool fold. Yeah, I'm gonna call down for now. Half pot, huh? See what happens here on table 4 with the 8867. Let's go for it. Oh, he called a lot of crap. I seem to remember he also raised a lot of crap, right? Calls, which isn't horrible. Here I'm gonna have to fold with just a flush draw for this bet sizing. No, it's some backdoor straight stuff, but against 3/4 pot or whatever that was. Really? I think I should be folding this pretty much always. I'm really curious here. That might be what kills the cat. And if I call, the best hope is basically that he's doing this with a king of hearts, right? And no flush. But we raised the turn. Kept betting. I'm gonna let it go. I am very curious, but I don't think I'm good here often enough. Kind of a pity to have to fold against this dude specifically, but fair enough. Ooh, what a deuce. Why is the Streamlabs thing doing something there? Okay, first of all, betting here. Also betting here on the bigger end. Keep betting here as well. Turn the blocker to the straight and all that. Turn the flush draw. Hang on, let me check that out. Why is the stream elements thing giving a message there? I mean, just curious because I didn't tell it to. Interesting. I'm gonna bet again, having the 6 blocker in my hand. Ooh, lord of my mind, I'm telling you that much. Okay, what's going on down here? Sleepy dude, huh? Still good. Nah, never mind. I thought I had raised. I was gonna cold 4-bet that, yeah. No, it's all good. Let's watch what they have, though. Ah, right. And he had an... Wow. What's going on there? Need to check that one out. Hang on. What's his name? Benny? So he had a rundown, okay. A low rundown at that, huh? So the 7-6-5-4 double suited, obviously, yeah. Not sure if he deserves a shirt for that, but he deserves a note. Just a 3-bet. He was out of position, right, as well. Ooh, nice one, aces. Hang on, here. And that's the dream. That is the... No, him calling isn't too awesome, but the side, we're gonna be still playing for the side pot. Okay, nobody has that, I think. And we take it down completely. Shazam! Very nice. Get the aces back to back here. Fair enough. Maybe he's pissed now. Yeah. Okay, hang on. What did he show up with here in the last hand? That is Russell, huh? Ace King 5-4, single suited to the ace. We might lose it all again, but these are never calling here. This is a perfect spot. If we lose this, then, you know, just what it is. And with this SPR, actually, hang on, let me think. There's no card immediately except for like a deuce 4-5 that could take our nuts away, right? I'll go with a small bet sizing here. Probably just rip it in here, right? Whatever I do, it's gonna be really tough to get money in now. Pray he has the ace king. Checking, I mean... Checking betting small the river might have been interesting. I don't mind. It was a good, very good pot. Shazam again. Probably gonna go for a big bet here. That's okay. Get into a spot with against Ralph. Having no spades though. Not sure this 5 changes too much. Because he would have bet an overpair here. Type of player he is, I think. Right. Well, that was all sorts of nice, and definitely a good start to the month. Wow, having finished the last month insanely strong. It's almost ridiculous how well we did last month. Not almost, it is ridiculous. And this dude deserves, actually I should have put him into a jacket earlier. Here, have some apparel. It is unfortunate that he's to our left. Never raising here, just calling. Okay. Probably still gonna stick to that approach. Because you never know, you know, even... well... Okay, checking. Aw, come on, Russell, come on! You couldn't bet your tens or whatever you have. I don't know, just guessing what he has, but... Jesus, what did he check there? King Jack 7-4, hearts and clubs. He likes those double-suited hands, no matter if they're good or bad. And I'm liking this board quite a bit. Fortunately, Ralph isn't in their hand as well. Now we have got it to a straight flush as well. And two pair and the nuts and good stuff's happening. We're gonna bet a little bit smaller for that reason, because we have it all. Please raise. Let's play a big pot. In case you're thinking, I want you to be thinking about raising. Awesome. Now I'm gonna give him the business while there's still cards to come. And, you know, maybe he has a draw that he can call with. Oh no, we split it. Ah, that was a premature Shazam. Gosh darn it. Well, good for him. Just gonna check behind here. Do have some blockers with the sevens. Might be useful at some point. Now he checks twice, I'm gonna bet it. Fair enough, my friend, fair enough. You take it, sir, you take it. So now we are three-handed at the blue shirt. So now we are on two tables where there's a blue shirt to my left, three-handed. I don't like that at all. And I'm going to close these tables, even though they're super profitable. Well, here, dude is not joining on table 2. But I don't like being out of position against this dude. Right, and I won't be. Now that there's 3 people, maybe I get seated back at the same table. Interesting one up here. I think I'm gonna raise this one. Also, possibly nice hand coming up against Ralph here. He checks and we run well, wow. Also here... No, I thought we had a set here, never mind. Come on, you can bet, Greg. Actually, I just bet the pot. He just calls and then we have the same hand, right? Yeah. So against Ralph here, let's see what's cooking. Interesting. Very nice looking hand here on table 4. Queen, queen, jack 10. Double suited. All sorts of nice. Against Ralph, we have to fold, and I'm gonna leave this table. I love Ralph, but short-handed. Nope. Also a nice one. Start by checking. Even this third nuts. I'm gonna call this. He checks it and let's hope he doesn't have the king high one. No. What did he raise with there? Guess a straight, maybe a set. The set would make the most sense, huh? King 9, 8, 6, hang on. Oh, it was diamonds. Did he have diamonds? No. Yet. What the deuce? He raised a turn, right? Just when he turned in basically an open ender? What the hell? Fair enough. Checking here, having all the flush draws. Calling, sounds good. Still gonna leave table 2 even though it's filling up. I don't want to play it that deep against a blue shirt having position on me. That's not the way to go, I feel. And maybe we get lucky and get seated at the same table. Nope. Let me try this again. I think that is him. I think we're at the same table. Just stack size wise, these two dudes just joined, yeah. That's probably very likely him. I mean, I'm still out of position, but at least not deep anymore. Oof. Hello, friends. Ace Ace 9-5, single suited to the 9. To the 9. Let's see what comes of it. Decent board, having the gutter. Not a board for the big blind at all. This one I'm just gonna bet it small. For that very reason. Take it down. Neat. And up 1.5 buy-ins if the cashier is all caught up with me switching tables. Might not be, but I think it is. Good start for... what is it? March. Right. So I think, first of all, first of all, thanks all of you for watching so far, for dropping by, keeping me company. Very nice of you. I'll adjust my schedule later, like tonight when I stop streaming, to reflect some slightly different times, and I'll be playing, starting a tournament at 7 o'clock, so in roughly an hour. And for that reason, I'll take my break in like 10 to 20 minutes, something like that. I'll even break for half an hour. Maybe 40 minutes if I try to fiddle around with the music app once more and have it integrated into the channel. So what's going down here? What's going down is that I fold. This is much better than the Pretzel music app. Not to diss that app, that worked very well, but this is just much nicer music. I dig it. Nothing we can do anywhere right now. Not gonna do anything not suited to the ace. If it gets multi-way, it's gonna be ugly not being suited to the ace. Tends to get expensive. What are we gonna do here? Well, easy. Duh. What was I thinking? We're gonna raise it up. Not fold against re-raise. In position with Queen, Jack, Jack 9, single suited. All in all, more his board. But bet once and then give up. Not losing any equity. I don't have any on this board. So if he raises, then it's not like gonna be, oh man, I would have loved to see a turn. It's all good. And we do take it down. That's even better. Having the King 7-8 here in the cutoff. Russell is in there. Oof. All in all, not overboard. Have the backdoor hearts. Locking the straight now, but since the aces of clubs, I'm gonna just give up. Will I? Actually, I won't. He checks, so he probably doesn't have a flush. Russell calls though. I mean, if he calls, then it's all done. That's fair. Then okay, then. Whew. Glad he called, because that saves me the trouble of even thinking about trying to bluff here on the river. So he had a small flush, Russell there, 9 high it looked like. Here I'm just gonna call. I think this might have been a racing spot, but never mind. We are very deep against each other. And I'm blocking one of my own outs. Just calling down for now, sounds good. That queen is so-so. Could have had an ace with, Broadway cards. Made it straight now. If he bets again, then... I have no better reason for calling this, but I want to. I'm not saying it's smart or anything. Ah, fair enough. It might be a note for the future there, like with this bet size. Maybe that's exactly the type of hand he has, and maybe even though we don't have any of the Broadway cards to even reasonably consider bluffing, maybe it's still a decent spot to bluff with this run out. Then again, there's only one hand he needs to be scared of. So I don't think he's gonna find a fold here often enough to consider it, now that I think about it more. Yeah. And generally speaking, folding the river there is the preferred option, I feel. Just folding here is okay. Borderline, I mean, with the 5 in there, not sure actually. Betting here. Shows us sounds trancy when I imagine myself driving through a tunnel. Reminds me of trance, huh? Oh, it is a trance. Yeah, it is. I like it. Old trance fan, used to be a trance DJ. I'm still partial to the music. Although I had a very selective taste, a lot of trance I didn't like. Certain elements to a lot of trance songs that I don't really care about. But there's very nice trance music out there. You know, parts like these in the song are just my kind of jam. Not necessarily the whole song, I don't know. But this part, oh yeah. Betting half here sounds okay. Take it down. Decided to just call here. I don't think this needs to be raised. Double suited is an entirely different story. Whew. They both had the flushes. Oh, I didn't see what the other dude had here up there. The Ethan, huh? It was. Cool. It's awesome that you are so perceptive. I didn't see in a short time. Yeah, I decided. Hang on. I decided not to check here. You're not deep, and that is pretty cool. Here it's gonna get interesting. I'm gonna go over the top here in a second with the Ace King King 5. Here, I mean, I'm sorry. He gets there. He gets there. He had the flush draw as well. I mean, good for him. He might have been his favorite. If not, it was a coin flip for sure. Yeah, here we put it in. If he has it. He has the aces. He does. It's three-way, which is unfortunate. He covers one of our kings, which is also unfortunate. We do make a king. He makes a flush. He deserves it. He had the better straight. He had the better hand. Fair enough, but you know, RunItOnce, you didn't need to get my hopes up there with giving me that king on the flop. The case king as well, the one-outer. I'm gonna have to let the cat in. Right. So what did Ken... Oh, he left. But I am curious what the other dude... Just generally curious what the other dude called with. Didn't look like a calling hand, right? It was Kenneth. He's still the same dude at the table. He had the King Queen 10-9, seeing a suitor to the Queen and spades. Generally speaking, this is not a great all-in. Like after he sees him going over the top, me being all-in, then rundowns are fine, or one-gapped rundowns are fine as well, but not with the king and the queen in there, because those to make your straights, they rely too much on the aces, which, you know, are like all gone at this point, very often. So I don't know. So don't know about this at all. Loose aggressive, huh? I'm tempted, but nah. What's going on here? This one I'm calling. Ooh. Yeah, saw a lot of pop trends. Armin van Buuren, A and B, etc. Yeah, Armin van Buuren has some nice tracks. Paul van Dyk, or as they unfortunately have to pronounce him in English, Paul van Dyk. Actually, this should be Paul van Dyk. Is my hero when it comes to music. The sets he did years and years ago. I'm not liking all of his new sets, but when he was mixing vinyl, Jesus Christ, he was the man. And I've seen him quite a lot in concerts and all that. He was what got me into mixing a little bit as well. Just his ability to have like a 2-hour song playing. Like you never notice the transition from one song to another. After a while you did, but me being you know, new to the scene back then. Yeah, I still have to fold it with a pair, only the gutters. I have all the blockers in the world, but still out of position. That's cool. Cosmic Gate! Oh lord, Cosmic Gate! Fairy Corsten. But Cosmic Gate takes me back. That was like the mid-90s or something, right? Markus Schulz, I think I know that name too. Do you want me to run it? What do you mean run it? Of course the cat needs to go out again, having checked out the room. Oh, run the Hanson. Oh yeah, sure, yeah. I have a feeling he might have been a favorite there. Oh, did he have the wrap? But he had the flush draw. No, I don't think I was blocking any broadways too. Hang on, where was that? Top 2 versus wrap, full house. I think that was up here, right? On table 2. Oh. Right, I think I got it. Yeah, got it. Sure, so I'll send it to you in Discord, of course. Right, when the stream zooms in, there should be... Oh, maybe that's gone with the new software. Let me check that. There should be an... Hey. Hang on, I have to... Tobies! Welcome back to the stream, mate! Hi! Good to see you. Oh, sorry about that mic noise. And let me check if the overlay still works when I zoom in. Yep, there should be the table number on the top, the bottom left, whenever I zoom into a table. Just for, you know, future reference, so to say. Right, Tobias, awesome to have you back. I will also adjust the schedule on my page so it will reflect this. I'll start mixing in tournaments. There's one tournament that starts in half an hour that I get free entry to for a couple of days, weeks. Just a cat being up to cat stuff. And long story short, that means I'll take my break a little bit earlier, and as in like in 4 or 5 minutes. I know it's a pity that you just got here, Tobias, but then I'll be back in half an hour. And I'll adjust the schedule when I finish streaming tonight, or I'll do it tomorrow, thinking if I need to think about this schedule a little bit more, and to reflect that. But I mean, even with the all-in, we are either breaking even or down 1 buy-in. No, we're actually down... Yeah, 1 buy-in a little bit. Jesus, cat! Oh, hang on. Ah, what's that noise? Wow. %, huh? Nice hand. Yeah. That was a fun hand. It was fun. I mean, got my blood going a little bit. Thanks for checking it out.
When it rains but there ain't no cloud, when it's too loud but there ain't no sound, when you're surrounded but you feel alone, I'll be the one to bring you home. The sun shines but you're cold inside. You tell the truth but you feel you've lied. You're always running but you
All right.
I'll be the one to lift you.
Yeah. I'll take... Let's see where the blinds at. I think I'll wait till the blinds come around at table 2. Up here, top left. Top right. What am I talking about? And then I will take a break. Eat some food. Never goes amiss. Kind of an interesting spot here, though. Actually, I will bet this one. I don't mind if he raises, then we'll just get it in with the gutter. I'll check it. Having no hearts. Might be a fun check raise, but I'm never folding here. For some reason I think I don't want to get up to some shenanigans here. know, if I would be sitting longer at this table, I would look him up. Because he's been very active to our left the whole time. But since I'll be leaving the table in a moment, I'll just let it go. A race definitely would have been fun, and it did cross my mind, but eh. Next time. Yeah, and this would be one of the trance songs that I'm not really that into. Certain elements, certain instruments in it that eh. I'm at best indifferent about. So the sky is falling. We're ending the first session down 1.5 binds. And how disappointing was at least to me, when I saw the tweet by RunItOnce that they were adding new stakes, and I was like, yeah, we're adding another 50 and 100, and I was like, oh, really, dudes? Really? Oh well. Okay, decent-ish hand, medium strength hand here. The Queen 10-9-9. Sing a pseudo to the Queen. Interesting pot going on up here. Didn't catch the beginning of it. Jack and okay. Let's see. No backdoors. I do have all the 9s, which might come in handy at some point in this hand. For now, I'm gonna check it. Nah, this song is not doing it for me at all. This part, however, is nice. I have to fold it, even for this bet size. I mean, only top pair. Fair enough. Got one last hand on table 4 that is sort of playable. Ace 8-8 deuce. Actually curious to see if this is a raise call. I'll check it out in a second. Once the preflop is over. I'm gonna call. I was cut off, right? No, under the gun. What am I talking about? Under the gun. Ace 8-8 deuce. Actually, it's not even a raise with the deuce in there. All the other aces are starting at the 4, which is half of the time a raise call, half the time a raise fold. The other ones are raise calls. Okay. Thanks everyone for dropping in. I will be back. I'll get some food and maybe improve something about the channel real quick, and I'll be back in half an hour. And thanks for dropping by.